We're here at Romford Film Festival. We have just watched It's Over by Ed Keates. Ed, so the first and probably slightly more controversial question that I have to ask you to start with, is this factually based?
No. It was difficult showing this to my wife. Because then she was like, "Are you trying to tell me something?" So I was like, "No, I'm not. It's just an example of I think that a lot of relationships suffer with, and so that people don't really speak to each other. So they have their idea of how they'd like it to end, but I think the reality is that they can get stuck sometimes. So that's pretty much what I was trying to convey here.
Okay, so tell us about your journey to film. How did you and film become connected? And tell us like the history of your life in a nutshell, up to the point that we get to It's Over.
So I'm an actor first, and I've always written stuff, and over the years I've just wanted to do. Well, I sort of had a epiphany of like, I'm not going to get given the roles I might want to play, or make the mistakes that I'd like to make. Like no one's going to give me that, so I've started to do that on my own, really, with the help of many people, of course. And yeah, this was the third film I've written. This was the first one I directed, and that was a huge lesson because I would never direct and be in something again. Right. You mentioned earlier about someone wearing too many hats on the day. That is a problem. But it was good. I wanted to make some mistakes, and I'm looking forward to making some more.
So how long did the film take to make in total?
It was shot in a day.
Okay.
I wrote it about this time last year. No, where are we? June? No, maybe March last year. Had a spat of insomnia one night, and was just like, right, reach for the pen and the pad, and this film came out of my head. And I shot it in July.
Okay. And what are your coming plans?
I've written a feature film, and I'm working on my second feature script. Okay. So that's sort of what I'm developing at the moment, film-wise.
Okay. And what about acting-wise? Do you still wear your acting hat, or have you taken it off?
No, I'm still auditioning.
Yep.
And yeah, I did quite a bit last year. But yeah.
Okay.
It's going well.
It's always a controversial question to ask a filmmaker, but I always have to find myself asking it. Can you tell us how much it costs to make your film?
Yeah. All in all, it didn't cost more than £200.
Yeah. Okay. And I think that's the key thing, because film comes from anywhere, doesn't it? I mean, it's if you've got the right connection of people, Bill, and you can all get together and you can make something that's pretty solid. Where else have you submitted this to, or if you don't want to tell us, are you submitting it elsewhere?
Yeah, it's been some other. I mean, there's not been too many in this country. A lot of them have been international festivals. There was one in Macedonia I submitted it to, which was under consideration for. It was the lift-off sessions. That was a strange one though. That was less of there wasn't screening. It was more people watch it online and vote. Obviously, everybody voted for their own one. But yeah, and I'm still waiting back on a few others. I've kind of lost count. I'm quite a proactive person. I apply for a lot of things, so I receive a lot of rejection emails every week for things that I've sort of almost forgotten about what I've applied for. So this was a lovely surprise. So thank you for having it.
Not a problem at all. Do you find that you spend more money on submissions than you actually spent making the film?
You can do, yeah, definitely. You have to sort of set yourself a budget or do your research as to where to put your money into which festivals. But yeah.
And you're a local filmmaker, aren't you?
I am.
So and you so I don't want you to tell me whereabouts, but you're within about 5 miles, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm within the Romford area.
Okay,
definitely.
Okay. What do you think makes Romford the place that it is currently in terms of filmmaking, because there's an awful lot going on and a lot of unexpected things that seem to be happening in Romford in terms of the film industry. Do you think there is a specific reason?
I think it's also sort of like the rise in popularity, or the fact that Essex is on the map in general. I think since the reality TV programme of The Only Way to Essex, a lot of people now associate because Essex is so vast. But I think why Romford is doing well in that area as well is because it's very close to London as well. So resources are quite easy to obtain. There are a lot of like-minded people and a lot of creative people. So I think that's why it's rising.
So future projects, what sort of thing would you like to do? If someone threw money at you, what sort of film would you like to make?
Either of my two scripts. The one that I've got already, I've got a horror film which I'd love to see made, and it's set in Clacton-on-Sea, so it's still in Essex.
I mean, you're already 50% of the way there, right?
Yeah. So I'd love to see that made. I don't think I'd be in it, or my next project.
Okay. Have we got any questions from our audience? But Ed, come on, you've got a question.
I have a question. So you said that you're a scriptwriter, director, and actor, and stuff like that. What is your strongest role that you want to do in the long run?
Acting always comes first for me, definitely. But I think I do so much writing because I don't do as much acting. So yeah, I just enjoy escaping into either my imagination or trying to produce something real and authentic. Thank you.
Anybody else out there? Yep. Yes, please.
What might we have already seen you in? Have we seen you on TV?
Not for a while. No, I tend to do a lot of short films or things on stage. So no, nothing on screen yet. Not for a while. I did a feature film, but it was a long time ago.
Go on.
It was Bigger Than Ben.
Okay.
It was an independent film.
Yeah.
That didn't do too bad on the festival circuit. I think it won Best Film at Toronto Film Festival, and it launched Ben Barnes.
Yep. He's
doing very well now. So that was a great experience.
Yeah, I thought when I watched the show, I thought you did have a very familiar look about you, as if I've crossed paths with you somewhere before, but I suppose it is Romford.
I come here a lot.
Yeah, that probably explains it. Thank you ever so much for coming down. Thank you for sharing your film, and hopefully we'll see you on Monday evening. If not, in and out all over the weekend.
Sure will. Thank you very much.
Thank you.